I'm going to show you how to keep the ball from getting stolen by protecting the basketball and then also taking advantage of defenders that like to play you tight so you can beat them and they'll think twice about playing you tight the entire rest of the game. These are the exact same tactics I teach to players, and you can instantly see an improvement in their ability protecting the basketball and knowing that they have an opportunity to take advantage of those defenders that play tight defense. And be sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to have a way for you to take this next level really fast.
Let's jump into it.
Coach Jesse Muench with Get Handles Basketball, where we train harder and smarter so you can play like the pros. If that's something you're looking to do, subscribe and click that bell icon to catch the newest videos. So all these moves are going to be based off of what's called a protection between the legs. And that's one of my favorite moves, especially for when defenders are tight. It's not just like any kind of between legs. It's a very specific way you want to do it. What the protection between the legs is you're going to pull the ball back. That's the big key, is you're pulling it back behind your body where the defender can't get to it. But it gives you a lot of options. And as a ball handler, anytime you've got lots of options, you're in a position to be deadly, to take advantage of whatever the defender does to you. So the first one, all we're going to do is that protection between the legs. If your defender's tight to you, but they're shading you a little more to this side, or you have just enough space that you can move this leg in this direction, that's all you need to do is focus on getting this step past them and try to seal them. So don't try to come real wide here where they can still run with you. If you can get your leg like almost wrapped around them, they're gonna have no chance to get back in front of you. And then from there, you could take your time to set up whatever it is you want to do, or you could just take it right from that to blow by them. Leave me a comment. Let me know what NBA player you think is best at protecting the basketball with the between the legs. Next option, let's say you go into this protection between the legs, and from there your defender says, okay, I'm not letting you beat me that way this time. So your next best option from that is to, again, take this little step forward, not as big as the last one, just to get this feet into this position so your body's kind of sideways and make them think you're gonna do what they think you're gonna do, which is come this way. So get those feet kind of tight for this one, because what you're gonna do from there is pull the ball back and spin right off of them. This is a deadly, simple move you can do as long as you got your spin move down. So the second you pull the ball between your legs, you know that you beat them this way once or twice. Just bring this leg forward, nice and tight to the other leg. When that basketball is in this hand, the second it gets into that hand, you wanna have that foot coming forward at the same time and start pulling the ball back. So you wanna make sure you're catching the basketball so it's in this position right here between the legs, so then you can easily pull it back. Here, and then pulling it back, you'll want to move that same side foot back as the hand that's dribbling so you can seal them off and then switch hands. Big thing is that you don't switch hands here, because now your defender, if they're already shading you this way, boom, they could steal that basketball and get a fast break layup. Click that like button if you like that first move, and if those tips helped, leave a comment, say this helps. Okay, so one of the next things your defender might try if they just like playing pressure defense is they might try to play you even tighter. So when you go into this protection between the legs, if they're really hounding you, trying to get their legs on both sides of you so you can't really beat them left or right, that could be a problem unless you do this. So pull the ball between the legs, hop your feet to get them back sideways again, kind of like in the spin move, but you want it to be either more of a step back with this foot to let them lean in towards you, or create a little space. So if they're leaning in towards both of your sides and you lean back here, that might get them falling back that way, right? From there, you'll have a couple different options. If they come this way, you can go behind the back. However, sometimes from this, if you're hopping back more, they might be a little more to this side, or that might just be enough to freeze them up and give yourself some space, and you can drive right back forward. So both of those though, you're gonna pull it back, hop, turn your feet so the basketball's away from the defender. If they're too far to this side, behind the back. If they're too far to this side, go right back into a drive. Final two ways to beat our defender off this protection between the legs, so then from there you can create space. And once you've done that, I mean, you can come right from this between the legs and go into pull-up jump shots if they're giving you the space. But if they're still playing you tight, these last two options are gonna help you out. After you beat them with some of those other options I've given you so far, they'll probably give you a little bit more space, but not, much more than an arm's distance. So these are good for those types of situations, because that's not quite enough probably to get your shot off. So you have to still beat them a couple times to make them respect you and give you that extra bit of space for your shot. Coming between the legs protection, from there, if you got this arm's distance of space, this first one's a great one. Just a nice, simple crossover. The only other thing you'd want to add though is a step. Protection between the legs, stepping to sell a fake this way, to get them shifting that way, and then blow by them that way. And finally, we can counter that last move by faking it. Again, this is about when there's about an arm's distance, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Going protection between the legs and faking that crossover by stepping with this opposite foot, making it seem like we're gonna go directly into that crossover, which is an option if you could get that off quick and you don't need to sell as much of a fake. But in this instance, we're gonna step with this opposite foot here to sell a fake like we're coming that way. Hand's gonna come from here, bring it forward over the top of the basketball like this, back out into an inside out dribble. So here, stepping inside out to fake them out that way and blow by them this way. Now, I told you I was gonna have a way for you to take this next level. Well, it'll improve your ball control, your athleticism off the dribble, and just help you protect the basketball better. Click the top link in the description. It's a 100% free workout. It's already helped thousands of players. I'm sure it'll help you too. Click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to catch the newest videos. I can't wait for you to try that workout.